Alrighty. Hello, everybody. So since I've been back from Merit and I got all that bark, I haven't had the strength or energy to chainsaw carve, so I've been carving lots of the bark. I've been on kind of like a little wizard kick. Since I did that carving for Courtney that was sent to Alaska. Um, yeah, so when you, oh boy, stand by. This video is going to be about like making hats for your carvings, and everything's just my opinion. Okay. um I think when you make a hat for your carving, just because this is a wizard hat, yeah, but it can be anything you want it to be. Try and put your eyebrows just below the brim of the hat, so it's kind of covering the head like a normal hat would do. So here's an example of one I got blocked out there. I haven't carved the eyes in here. This is a nice piece of bark. So see how I have the eyebrows is just below the brim of the this could be a wizard hat. This could be anything. It could be a Chinese empress cap. It could be you could put an eagle up there. You could put a bear like I tried to do, but it turned out to be a thing. You could do anything you want to do. I think this time I'm going to try and do an owl. Um, why not? So let's just stop wasting your guys' time and carve on, draw on an owl in the overhead. Hi, Liz. Also, before I get these wizards off the bench here, I like exploring new things, and I just like to try new things. This is that Varathane Ultimate Wood Stain one coat coverage. I think it's I haven't really read too much into it, but I think it's more than a stain. You can see here it's kind of shiny a bit. I don't know if this is if it is actually a Varathane in there too. So that's kind of like what I use with Polyshade. I put the Polyshade on it, then I sand the high points. So see, I did that, so you get the color of the wood back, and I did that kind of just with that tree too. So, anyways, onto the owl head. Onto the owl head. Alrighty then, I hope I don't have any microphone issues this time, but you can see here we got a little bug hole. So hopefully that doesn't interfere with its beak. Sometimes you need to carve the face a lot deeper, and well, I can see that bug hole goes right through there. Anyway, sometimes you need to carve the face a lot deeper and push the carving back to get to the good wood. So I'm hoping, this feels like a really solid piece of bark. I'm hoping that nothing chips off. Nothing chipped off down here, so kind of why would it chip off up here? If that makes sense to you. So, anyways, excuse me, I wasn't planning on filming today. Like I said, I kind of haven't been feeling very good since I came back from Merit, but that's just the way she goes, and you got to keep at her. The show must go on. Let me get my coffee out of the way here so I don't spill it. So, the beak. I've been looking at different pictures of owls, and I kind of do we're talking chainsaw carving basically. I kind of do my owls one way, but I'm going to try and switch them up and do things a little bit different. So where do you want your head? And like, come on, you ever seen a face with an owl hat? No, you haven't. Maybe you have. I don't know. So our beak will kind of go up here. So our head will go here. And then we want the whole thing to, like, you can carve these into be, this is just to give you guys ideas. I don't know if this is going to work out. That's basically what this channel is for. Just to give ideas. Not really to say, hey, look what I carved. Actually, the channel's really for different types of burs. That's how it started. So your beak here, and then this here, and then this here. So I want my beak a little bit higher if I'm going to try that out of the way. So this will be like your fluffer thing underneath the beak. Or maybe we're just safe doing, I think we're safe doing it just the normal way. I'm not going to try new things on this video because I've already spent the time carving this. If I was going to practice on something, I'd Oh boy. Having a problem talking today. Yeah, so ignore these lines here. Go like this. So there will be there's our owl face. Even make it a little bit higher. Like what I said, I don't know if this owl is going to actually work on this. Doesn't matter. As long as you're having fun and trying new things, you're winning. So why I haven't carved these eyes in yet, because I could have carved it all in and finished this face before I did the owl head, because I might have to carve, here's just carve Rob's side view. So I might have to carve this face in deeper. I might have to carve these eyebrows down deeper to get more depth from this owl. So I'm like, whoa, 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 don't carve the eyes yet, because you might need to carve them deeper, and that would be a shame because I hate carving real eyes. So anyways, what I'm going to do off screen here so I can just really go at her, I'm going to carve along this line to shape the owl's head, all right? And I'm going to remove all the wood back here to make this owl's head seem elevated. Does that make sense? So all this wood here, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, so now you can see I got some depth back there, removed all that wood. I might do some carving fusion swoosh lines up here after. So there's our owl head. So I kind of carved off some lines here, so let's kind of go back like this. I always make sure that these two lines on this side and this side are kind of the same. And if you look here, this is such a big piece, I can't have it in the camera, but try and make these two things the same here, like that. So let's see here. This one, I'm going to go like this here, and then I'm going to go like this here. What I'm going to do first, like I said, depth, that's what wood carving is depth, right? So I'm going to carve on the inside, pretend this is actually, well, let me just grab it. If any of you are wondering, this is the Apex Forge flex shaft. I have been putting this thing through the ringers, and it's holding up just friggin' awesome. Apex Forge flex shaft, and no, I'm not sponsored by them, and this was not sent to me. I do have a video how to hook this up to your Dremel. You have to use the normal 1/4 inch collet that comes with it. So I'm going to carve here, and I'm going to remove the wood inside here. So along the beak, along the beak. All right. Now this is where it comes in. I might have to take this face down lower. So let's just turn the fan on and do a live carving. Okay, now let's remove some of this wood here. But don't forget to don't take it down above the eyebrow, because if you take it down above the eyebrow, that means you have to recarve the eyebrows back in. And same with the other side. Okay, so we need to get some depth on this beak. You see there's not much depth there. So I'm going to carve really deep. I'm going to carve really deep on this. Got to be careful with this beak. You don't want this to chip off or break off. Carve really deep beside the beak on both sides. And then remove the wood again. Okay. So now what I usually do, I usually have, I don't know if they're like Uncle Kevin's, he's a carver, fluffer things. I usually do them down here, but this time I'm going to do them up here. And again, try and draw them on both the same, on the same sides. So, carry on. Okay, now is when I stop to make sure both sides are equal. You know, these eyes, you can make them so like they're cones in there, like so they're swooshed in, so they're like it's like a bowl inside of here. But I think right now we're just gonna leave that. This beak here, I'm gonna carve it off here. So what I'm doing now is I'm pushing the forehead back. So if you push the forehead back on a slope like this, then that's how you can get the beak to really pop off. So I'm just going to slowly remove the wood so it's like a slow downhill. Okay. So now, what do you want to do with the top of the head? I could make these eyes, I could go like this and make it like a barn owl. but I want it to be a bit more fantasy. So the beak will be here, right? So I should probably change burrs, but this is the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. This is my go-to burr. Anybody wants to get these Kutzall bits, just go to the Kutzall site. Use the code CFusion to save yourself 5%. So there's the beak cut in. I'll clean it up more after. Now, let's go like this. Boom, boom. And let's remove some of this wood here. We'll remove this wood right here to make it so he's got kind of like, not great horn owls. Like I said, this is a fantasy owl, but these things pop off. So I'm going to remove this wood right here and make these two sides pop off. And I'm trying to go as slow as I can. This is for the very beginners. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, you can see there, I don't know why, but I don't have the, it seems like this is kind of orangish, this lighting today. But so there you can see the owl. There's the beak, there's the head, and that wood's removed in there. I'm going to go along the back. I'm going to spin this piece around. This is why I don't like using vices. Now I'm going to undercut to separate the head from this back piece of wood. I'm going to do undercut with this burr still. Sorry. Okay. Now see how close that is? See the eyebrows there? See that owl line? There's not much depth there. So it's not a big deal to carve these eyebrows down lower and give some more depth on this owl fur, right? So I think this is a good time to, well, let's carve those eyebrows deep. I should switch burrs, but screw it. Haha, carry on. So you got to take the bridge of the nose down. Separate the eyebrows. See, I'm always using this burr at full speed. I got a foot pedal. Sometimes I go heavy to the touch. Sometimes I go lighter to the touch. Okay, now I think it's a good time to have a little coffee break and look at our piece. I'll lean it up against here. Stand by. Okay, so now is when I drink my coffee. Yep, it's right here. I look at the piece and I see if it's on scale. Well, if the owl is on scale. Now you see how I had to carve those eyebrows deeper to make this part elevate? Don't worry about carving your eyebrows deeper, because the deeper you carve the eyebrows, the more you can get the nose to stick off the face. You just have to carve the eyebrows deeper, which means farther back, recarve below the eyebrows, then recarve the bridge of the nose lower too. So now, what do I like about this owl? What don't I like about it? Well, I like it because it looks like there's his wings hanging there. I can see that this side, like see where my pen is? This side is higher than this side. So all I'll do when I'm looking at it, so I don't forget when I'm carving, to carve this side higher. I can see that this right here is lower than this. So I'll put a line there just to make it higher. So now I think that's good. Once I fix those two things up, carry on. Looks like a cute little silly fluff owl. Man, I hope this isn't the best microphone I got, sorry everybody, but when I'm carving at this station here, I have to use a noise reduction microphone because this is like a box all around me. There's walls and there's a roof, and it's like an echo box if I don't have a microphone, so I have to have one. So, like I said, I got that line drawn on here, and this line drawn on here. Now I'm just going to remove a bit of that wood. Turn the fan on, ignite the fan. Okay, so now I'm going to make some feather cuts along here. Just like this. Oh, the beak. The beak didn't look that center like this. This kind of looks lower than there, but I can't really see it because I'm not centered. But I'm just going to do some cuts here to make it look like kind of, I don't know, Uncle Kevin's spook owl or whatever you say. Okay, so to get the beak to stick off, it's okay. Stand by. I'm going to switch burrs. I'm going to put on the less aggressive one. Okay, so now I got the Kutzall gold burr on here. Still the flame. You could use the side of it to get some, remove lots of wood, or you can use the tip of it to do some fine cuts. So this beak here, Uncle Kevin told me, do some deep cuts right down on each corner here. Now I'm going to cut it. So you see what that did, doing deep cuts in there, it gives you more shadows, brings you some depth. You could make it so he's got like a little fluffer thing, you know, their beaks kind of sit on, actually, I don't want to really, see that drawing on there? I'm just going to kind of do it really shallow. Okay, so that acts like our little beak sitter thing, and you'll put some fine lines in there later. So this beak, I know there's supposed to be a spot for breather holes. We'll see if we can fit those in later. I'm going to have to look at my camera settings because I don't know why everything looks so orange right now. But anyways, we're going to do a deeper cut in here. Okay, so I think we're golden there, pony boy. Okay. Got a little thing here I see I got to do. So there we go. That's all right. We'll clean that beak up later. Oh, I hate carving owl eyes. I think I am going to kind of cut this here. And then we'll make these wings. So you got to think, where will the wings come out on the... So try and make them both the same on the same side. So that will go there. And remove the wood so the wing is elevated off the body. Okay, I'm going to clean all this up and I'll be back. Okay, I can see that this side is a little bit higher than this side, but that's okay. Our beak looks good there. I don't know if you can see, but there's a wing here, and then there's a wing here. Let's see. Well, this one's a little bit lower than this one, but that's okay. Let's carve the wings in quickly, and I'll show you what burrs I'm going to use. Okay, so I got my camera on a different setting, and it looks much not so orangish now. So there you can see, let's see here, the wings. This one's a little bit lower, no big deal. So I do this just kind of like chainsaw carving. I don't want to spend too much time, so there will be our top one, two, one. Let's just do a couple like that. So 1, 2, and then down. So over here too. 1, 2, and then our big wings down here. 1, 2, and then you'll have your big wings, your big feathers down here. You could do 3 here, but I don't really want to spend that much time. So it's like a friggin' sauna in this room. Ignite the fan. So you guys can just follow along. I kind of give it an undercut. I'm going to go sloped here. I'm going to cut here, here, And then I'm going to cut these feathers in. Okay, now to this side. Okay, so you can see how that elevates that and that elevates that. Now we'll just go ahead. Starting to look like wings to me. So this part up here, I'm just going to kind of go like this. Pretend that, like this is what I'd do with my chainsaw. It's kind of go like this. I really should have switched my burr. Okay, same for the other side. Taper your cut mark away. I'm cutting below the owl, above the eyebrows, to give it some more depth in here. An undercut. Even along the wings, I gave them undercuts from the face so you can see the depth. Now you can see the shadows. Okay, let's I got a little mark here I got to clean up. There goes my coffee. There goes my coffee. Coffee spill alert. Don't be a Geordie. Don't be a Geordie. Okay, so I got a refill on the coffee. I did some carving offline, not filming. I did those swoosh lines above the owl's head. Now you can see from those undercuts that I was talking about the depth that this creates, and the shadows, like right in there, where the wing separates from the face. I gave him some extra little things under the eyes. You can see one there, and I'm stretching and see one there. This is starting to look like samurai, and that's the direction I want my carvings to go. Is like old Japanese, Asian style carvings. I think I might try a samurai helmet next time. But like I said, everybody, you don't have to carve an owl head up here. You can carve a bear head, an eagle head, a friggin' another wood spirit head. You can carve whatever you want. So it's just about having fun. That's what I say in all my videos, because my videos, like I said already, are not about look what I'm carving. It's just to give you ideas and select different types of burrs. So now, oh boy, here we go. The owl's eyes. I could go get my Manpa cutters and carve them in some round eyes to be safe, or I could use a Kutzall burr like this, round one, and just go and carve some deep holes in there. But I want this guy to have like kind of almost human eyes. So, yep. Just think, it's a beautiful life there. It's a beautiful life, friend. Okay, the eyes. You can see I did some texturing in that little thing. I don't know what it's called. The eyes. So, one here, one here. I guess I'm done the crazy carving, so I guess I can get rid of this tape now off my finger. Oh boy. Sorry, I got to make sure I'm centered to it. Is this mic working? Okay, so let's see. Those look pretty good. You can carve like realistic eyes, like this. When you're doing eyes, there's so much stuff that matters. Like both the length of your eyebrows are the same, the distance of the face. Like so, pretend here and here is the same length, and here, because if these two sides of the face aren't equal when you're doing realistic eyes, then your eyes won't be equal because you'll have more room over here. So I think I'm just going to do these ones like Uncle Kevin explained to me, tried to show me, but when I first met him. Sorry, I got to make sure it's on. I'm centered to it. This one needs to come in a little bit more. I'm going to carve. How can I explain this? So eyes. Let's see here. I'm going to get a piece of paper. All right. Well, this is not a piece of paper. This is a little thing I got from the dollar store. But so if you're looking straight on it, I got those eyes drawn on like that. And this is a different way than doing human eyes. So with this, pretend this is my burr and then my flex shaft is spinning. Do 3 points to the eye. 1, 2, 3. So if I was looking at the carving straight on, I'd turn my burr and carve really deep in this corner, like that. Then really deep in this corner. I notice and I have this problem too. I'm not saying I don't. Lots of people I can see in the group, when they're doing eyes, they're too afraid to carve deep. So if you get your flex shaft and you push it really deep in this corner, fading it out, and then really deep in this corner, fading it out. So it's like this, right? That would be, I don't know, be a side view or a bottom view. So this this is this. These two spots are in there. And then once you get it nice and deep in there, then you just round this edge off with the diamond burr, and that's how you get a nice round eye. I still struggle with it. I just don't have the patience. But does that make sense to you? Just dig deep in there. Let's try it. Stand by. I'm going to use this Kutzall taper burr. It's a silver one. So deep, you'll see me go like this, deep here, then over here deep, then I'm going to spin the whole piece and then do the other sides. Let's hope it works out. You put all the time into this piece, and if it doesn't work out, well, we'll figure something out. I hope. Okay, so I'll start here, and I'll do really deep in this corner, then you'll see me go to this one, then I'll spin the piece. Sometimes I might not be in camera because I really got to concentrate. See that? Oh boy. Okay, now, look how round those eyes look in there. All you do, you could get a diamond burr. I'll get a diamond burr after. And smooth everything out. But see how deep I went in those corners? Carving those corners deep, everybody. So let's see here. What do we want to do for the, let's go like this. Okay, I'm going to carve these human eyes right now, so you can see how I did these owl eyes. I'm going to do these human eyes a different way. I'm going to carve like a box. Uh-oh. Oops. Okay, so I kind of spoke too soon about the samurai eyes, because if you look at both of these sets of the eyes, this eye and this eye are both aimed up too much like that, like an Asian person. So what I'm going to do, see that? It's because I wasn't taking my time. I wasn't making sure everything's square. And I'm okay with this face like that, but this owl, if you look, this one's straight, then this one goes up like that. So I'm going to try and correct that and make just carve some more of this backwood off here a bit and try and equal out the eyes a bit better. Okay, I did what I can do. So this guy's all confused, his eyes. I don't have a problem. You see all the detail I got in those eyes? I do not have a problem carving those eyes out now. It's starting to be a real mess in there. I think it would be a lot better if I just carved the eyes out. There's the owl eyes. They're a little bit more equal. So I'm sorry, some of you people do not have micromotor. This micromotor, it's the standby. It's the RAM, the RAM micromotor. This thing spins at 50,000 RPMs. So instead of me doing the wood burning around the eyes, this old burnt out diamond burr does burning, and it works a lot faster than wood burner for me. I got 3 different wood burners. This is what I like to use lately. So you can see here I already did the bottom of the lip. So let's just focus on the owl's eyes right now. Let's see. I should probably spend some more time cleaning them up a bit better, but it's okay. We're just going to go over under here, and then we're going to give them a pupil. So it's like, so why is it zooming in? Don't zoom in like this. Okay, stand by. Okay, so now the pupils. Which way to, it's hard for me to get center. I can't do this center. No, I'm going to have to do this off screen, but this bit works. It burns the wood. It's spinning so fast, this old diamond burr. I got to do this off screen. Sorry. Okay. So these are all, this guy's confused. His eyes are all messed up. But you can see how, when you make them round, how they look better, right? Just don't be afraid to dig in. Now those owl eyes, they kind of look like they're upside down to me for some reason. Don't you think? Maybe they're okay. They're different sizes. Everything when it comes to the eyes are kind of all over the map. But I think because you would burn this piece, I think once you put a finish on this, it won't look like it won't look like it's makeup, you know, like the eyes is not makeup. So I think once you do put a wood finish on it, it might fix it. But those owl eyes just are not working for me. So I'm gonna do a carving fusion, hollow out owl eyes. Anyways, okay. Okay. You know, since those eyes are hollow there now, if you want to use some epoxy and some color in the epoxy, you can pour a little epoxy orange in there, red or whatever. But I think that's good enough for me for carving this. I sanded it quickly with my flap sander. This is the mandrel. You get these on Amazon for like I don't know, 6 of them for, it's friggin' sweatshop in here. You get these on Amazon. They're 1/8 sanding mandrels and just emery cloth sandpaper on here. So I got lots of videos on these in my playlist. So the show must go on. The show must go on. I got this poly shade. This is blonde pine. Sorry, honey pine. That's the French side. Hi, Glenn. But here is some honey pine poly shade. I'm kind of reverting back to my old ways doing this. So this, and then I have this poly wipe on. The French side. How come I get the French side every time? This is wipe on poly, hand rub beauty. I think I'm going to do it 2 colors. I'm going to do the owl darker with this stuff, and then wipe on poly on the wood spirit and behind the owl. Does that make sense? Then once I get all this on, then I put my dust mask on and I buff it out with this sanding mandrel. So how about to get the high points? It's my old kind of carving fusion way. So how about I get this stuff on the owl darker and the wood spirit um, samurai warrior dude owl clan man with this stuff to make the grains pop down here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I might as well keep filming a little bit here. Here is the pulley shade. You need the, here's our carving fusion hammer mixer upper stir can thing. You have to mix this up good because the color sits on the bottom, but I mixed it up good yesterday. And it's a good idea to wear gloves, but I don't have any gloves here. So let's get them. Actually, let's mix this up a bit because this color does go towards the bottom. So I just got to go along carefully. I got a little paintbrush here, and I could have painted inside the owl's eyes black, but I'm gonna sand this so I didn't really need to. And I'm already spilling it and dripping. Yeah, look at it, I'm getting it everywhere. Okay, so I'll get this done. Oh, I could have painted the owl's beak black too. Oh well, I didn't. Not a big deal. So how about I get this done so I can concentrate? The owl part of it, and then we'll use that wipe on poly. Okay, I don't have my microphone plugged in, but there's the owl done. And I painted inside his eyes darker too, and inside his nostrils. Okay, so I got the piece drying off a bit, and I decided that I don't want to do the technique that I said it's like my old school. So I put it on and then I sanded to get the high points. But I'll do that with this tree just to show you, like once you get your finish on there, it's still wet. Yes, I like it when it's wet better because this acts like a smudger. I think this is like 150 grit, but it's not like crazy sandpaper. We'll get some high points to come off this tree now. Okay, so here's a tree. This is something that I like to do, and I've done it for a long time. It's messy though. Get some of the roots down here. You're basically just trying to get the high points. I think it just gives your piece so much more character. There, boom. Where's that little wizard? I got the little wizard. Stand by. Okay, so here's the little wizard. This was done with poly shade. Like I said, it was that wood stain I did first, that gray stain, that Versailles stuff. Then I poly shaded it, that pine color. I won't do the bigger one. I'll just do this bottom one. So try and get those eyebrows in there. Okay, very good. All right, so there's the sanded wizard. So it was the gray Varathane for the beard. I sanded it. I did the poly shade, then I sanded it again to get the high points, like down the sides here and everywhere. And here's the tree. So you get the high points in the tree now. Everything's brighter. Now here's the other wizard, the bigger one. So there is one that is sanded with the high points, and here's one that's nothing's done. It's just the gray on there. I sanded it a little bit, the gray stuff. Then I put the poly shade on it. What do you guys think? I think this one looks a little bit more weathered. I think they're both cool. Um, yeah, I think I'm going to. Um, um, I don't know what I'm going to do. Should I leave it? I think I'm going to leave it. Actually, no, I'm going to hit it with the sander. Forget it. Okay, remember, 1, 2, 3, whatever you say. 1, 2, 3, go. You know, at the end of the day, why do I like doing art, carving? Why did I like painting so much? Because at the end, it's about finding happiness. You can look at that piece and say, I did that. Well, these two pieces, I did those too. Do you like it better before or now? I like it better both ways, but I like it better now. It looks a bit more rustic looking. This bark, this piece was not that great to carve. It was fuzzy. And same with this piece, it was not the best piece to carve. Like the piece I carved today was awesome to carve, but sometimes they're like you get stringy fuzziness. So I tried carving real eyes, but yesterday when I carved these, I just carved the eyes out. I'm like, I don't care. Don't care. Do you think they look shitty with no eyes? I don't think so. Do you think this looks shitty? What is it? I don't know. It's a wizard thing. That's what it is. It's a wizard thing down there. Just about having fun, open up your mind. And the biggest, hardest thing to carve on a face is 100% the eyes. Hands down, the eyes is the hardest thing to carve. But the more you do, the better you get. Just like me, when I carve, I haven't carved that many, tried to carve really too many eyes. But the more I do, the better I'll get. And I know that. How do I know that? Because the wizard's here. 2 years ago, I couldn't carve wizards like this. Not a freaking chance. But the more I do, the better I get. And I'm no different than everybody else, too. The more you do, the better you're going to get. You're going to learn depths. You know, you're going to learn the depths. You're going to learn what works for the bottom lip, what works for the nose, what works for the hollow eyes. Like, you see, they still got eyebrows up there. I just hollowed it out. Don't care. Don't care. I just get shit done. Oh, yeah, so let's put these off aside and talk about the piece that we were talking about, the Samurai Warrior Owl Tribe piece. I will say this. It's kind of weird how the pine stuff didn't go much darker than the normal stuff, than the clear stuff. But there it is. I think it's neat. The more I haven't carved that many owls with the Dremel. The more owls I carve with the Dremel, the better I'll get. This guy's kind of got lazy eyes, just kind of looking up, just doing whatever. Here's just carve Rob side view. This one I will wait till this dries 100% and I'll give it a nice clear coat, make it shiny, and it will really pop. And I'll leave all this stuff here flat, the color of the bark. Okay, so let's get all these pieces together for a final clip. Okay, I had no intentions on filming today, nothing. But look what I got done, and look what I was able to share with you guys. You guys see me doing it. Well, if I can do it, you can do it too. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm not a very good artist, but the more I do, the better I get. And, you know, like, I'm happy. I'm not saying, like, these are, like, freaking art gallery pieces, because they're not. They're Geordie Carving Fusion pieces. And here I can see my progress. So, like I say, everybody, if I can do it, you can do it. And so, like I say, everybody, just have fun. I like this wizard the best, this one right here. I love that. Like I said, I'm going to do some more, kind of get into some samurai helmets and stuff like that, and some Vikings. But that's it. Hope some of these tips in this video helped you out. And winter's coming. I'm going to be doing tons more Dremel carvings. Hold on a second. I don't know if you guys remember this one, but I carved this one live. Got a silly little dragon head thing down there. But this is a root piece I found on the beach in Port Renfrew. I put a clear coat on it. But now I got a friggin' carve an owl to go in there. So maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. Make an owl video. I just don't care. Have fun, everybody. Sign your pieces if you're just starting. Enjoy yourself, because that's what it's about. If you're not enjoying yourself, well, just don't do it. Carve Fusion, over and out. Sweatshop.